What's happening, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. And the question is out. Can the 76ers fix Ben Simmons? Is it able to fix his jump shot? Are they able to fix his psyche? Are they able to run this back and make this work? I'll have that answer right after the bumper. What's good, everybody? Jeff Lightsy Jr. here with the Black Boss channel and Victory Formation. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, Ben Simmons in the 76ers. The question is out. The jury is now out on Ben Simmons. If it hadn't been over the last 2 to 3 years, it's definitely out now after the 76ers were eliminated in Game 7 by Mr. Ice Trader Gang and the Atlanta Hawks after Ben Simmons put up a pitiful performance where he only scored 5 points and he only averaged 9 points per game in this series. Not to mention he scored like 2 points in the last fourth quarters. Let's just put all of this out here because it was horrible. It was a horrible series. It was a series, not only just a game, but a series that Ben Simmons would like to forget. And now the question is out whether he can be fixed, whether the 76ers can fix Ben Simmons, whether Ben Simmons can fix himself, whether they can fix his psyche, whether the combination of Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, and Doc Rivers can ever fix each other and win a championship. The short answer is no. Let me just be honest. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid will not be able to play on the same team and win a championship. Point blank, period. It's just not going to happen. As much as we want it to happen because both of these guys are uber talented and supremely skilled. Well, Joel Embiid supremely skilled, but they're crazy talented. Ben Simmons has won Rookie of the Year in 3 straight All-Star games. But Ben Simmons has also been the same exact player for 5 years. He is no better today in 2021 than when he entered the NBA draft in 2016, 2017. He's no better. He might have been a better player at LSU than he was now. Now you got all these theories of people saying he should go from shooting with his left hand to shooting with his right hand because he's ambidextrous and he's actually shooting with the wrong hand. And to me, that's stupid. I mean, the man made it to the NBA shooting one way or playing one way. Ain't no way you can try to fix his jump shot like that. Now, Tristan Thompson actually did that. Tristan Thompson made it all the way to the NBA shooting left-handed. And then I guess he went through a mid-career crisis and said, I'm actually shooting my right hand. His free throw percentage, I want to say, did go up. So that is a theory. But Ben Simmons isn't a big, even though he's 6'11". He isn't a big. He's a guard. So can you fix Ben Simmons? Here's the biggest problem with Ben Simmons. Besides the fact that he can't shoot a lick and he doesn't even attempt to shoot and he only has had 5 points in an eliminating game, Ben Simmons is too nonchalant. I hate an athlete that is too cool for school. I hate an athlete that doesn't show any emotion. I hate an athlete that doesn't look like they're giving their all. I hate an athlete that looks like they're just going through the motions. As talented as Ben Simmons is, he always looks like he's just going through the motions. And because he is so talented, he can kind of get away with it and average 16, 8, and 8, just going through the motions. But Ben Simmons never looks like he's getting up in your grill, never looks like he's talking trash, never looks like he's really out there leaving it all out on the line. I mean, the man hit a spin move on Danilo Gallinari, had a dunk, and passed it. Some of my favorite players in all of sports are guys that talk trash, are guys that were born assassins, killers on the court or on the field. Like one of my favorite players in the NBA right now is the biggest villain in the NBA who just sent Ben Simmons and the 76ers home, and that's Trae Young. Trae Young is out there giving you his all, and he's embellishing and loving the role of being a villain. Even though Trae Young shot horribly in that Game 7, you couldn't tell because his impact was still felt. Because every single possession, even though he can't guard the best players, even though he can't do all the greatest things because he's so small, his impact is still felt even when he's shooting 32% or whatever he shot from the game. He shot horribly, 5 or 23 or whatever. But his impact was felt throughout the game and throughout this entire series, and the Hawks wouldn't have won this series without Trae Young. Would the 76ers been better in this series without Ben Simmons? Probably so, because there was a couple of times they went to the hack of Simmons, and he went up there and clanked a bunch of free throws, shot 32% in the playoffs, not just in this series. In 2 playoff series combined, he shot mid-30s from the free throw line. He averaged 9 points a game in this series. That's horrible, including a bunch of donuts in the fourth quarter. Your best player can't do that. He can't be your best player and depend on that. Ben Simmons, and another thing, the city of Philadelphia will never forgive Ben Simmons for this performance. I think it's very hard for them to forgive him for this performance. And here's the thing, we've seen guys improve their jump shot in the NBA. We've seen Lonzo Ball literally take his jump shot from shooting from the wrong way across his face to switching it over, shooting correctly, and the percentage continues to steadily grow. But Lonzo attempts the shots. Lonzo worked in the offseason. Lonzo made sure that stuff got better. Lonzo, even though he's from LA, didn't look like he embellished and just living in the LA lifestyle. He actually was in the gym making it happen. When there's been reports, Ben Simmons is nonchalant on the court. We see it. We don't give too much passion. It looks like he doesn't care too much. And then the offseason seems to be the same thing. It seems like he'd just be chilling. He'd be like doing whatever. That can't be your second best player. That can't be a guy who's drafted number 1 overall. That can't be a guy that you depend on. You're supposed to depend on when the game gets tight. When the game gets tough, the tough's supposed to get going. And he don't get going. He's not what we call a dog. And that just won't work in Philly. Not when Joel Embiid is injury prone and you never know how long his career is going to last. Not when you have a team that's built to win a championship right now, but they need a second fiddle. We understand Tobias Harris is who he is. They overpaid for him. It is what it is. But Ben Simmons is supposed to be that guy, and he's not. And now it's time to move on because he actually plays better when Joel Embiid isn't there. The only problem is Joel Embiid's the way better player, way more skilled, way more advanced, can make his free throws, can make threes, can shoot. He shoots too damn much. Sometimes he needs to get his butt in the post and stay down there. He's 7'3", 7'1", whatever. He needs to stay in the post more. He's dominant when he's in the post. But he falls in love with his jump shot because he can knock him down occasionally. But him and Ben Simmons, they just don't work. They're like water and oil. They just don't mix. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, I'm Jeff Lightsy Jr., the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. And follow me on Instagram at JLightsy7. I post content on there all the time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Yes, Ben Simmons, is he fixable? Not for the 76ers. Maybe he's fixable if he goes somewhere else, but I do not see him getting fixed in a 76ers uniform. I believe they will trade him this offseason. That's just my prediction. After this, I think they've seen enough. I think they've had enough, and they're trying to get the maximum out. They're wasting years of Joel Embiid's prime messing around with Ben Simmons. Those are my thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Peace.